Sasika students, today we are going to learn about algebraic identities. What are those identities which are used in algebra, especially polynomials, in their factorization in order to find their zeros? So, simple identities you know very well: x plus y whole square. Well, you know this. You also know what is x minus y whole square. Well, the third one is x square minus y square. This is x plus y into x minus y. Widely used this identity in the factorization of polynomials. Then comes students x plus y plus z whole square, where three terms are involved. Very important. Well, this is x square plus y square plus z square plus you can take 2 common into xy plus yz plus zx, or you can say xz. It's used quite commonly. You can express this identity like this also. What is that? Summation x square means x square, then y square, then z square plus 2 into summation xy. With xy I mean multiplying two variables, like summation stands for addition of all the possible terms. First will be xy, then yz, then zx. Right? Similarly, students, we have the identity x plus y cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. You watch the complete video and then you will know a bit more about factorization of polynomials using identities. Similarly, students, we have x minus y whole cube. Here, you remember, everywhere there is minus except for x cube. Remember that. X cube, we have y cube, we have 3xy, we also have x and y, and everywhere there is minus except the first term. Remember, here minus, minus, minus. It's x cube minus y cube minus 3xy into x minus y. Now, again, a very important formula for factorization is x cube. Just like x square minus y square, we have x cube minus y cube also. Well, this is equal to, students, x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. You can try, students, when you multiply, you will get x cube minus y cube. Very interesting formula. Very important formula. How will you remember? Just try to multiply. And when you multiply 2-3 times, you will get practice and it will be there in your hands. X cube minus y cube. Similarly, we have a formula for x cube plus y cube. And in this formula, students, everything would be in the same fashion except for change in sign here. So obviously, if it is x cube plus y cube, you'll write x plus y into x square, y square, we'll write xy also. Here it is a minus sign actually, which will eradicate all other terms except for these two terms, x cube plus y cube. So it's minus here, right? Now, equally important formula, very important, more than these two also, is x cube plus y cube plus z cube. This formula is so important. Suppose you don't memorize this formula, it would be very difficult to factorize the polynomials in case a sum involving this formula comes. It will be difficult. You will not be able to guess that from where to start. If you know the formula, it's 1 second's job. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Right. This is equal to, students, x plus y plus z into the square of each term, x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. So actually it's these three signs which will eradicate all other terms except for these four terms. So again, you might ask me, how do you remember this? So students, the best way to remember is multiply these two terms 3-4 times, and you'll get practice, and you will get this answer: cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to this. So similarly, you can say a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. Students, there's still another way you can write this formula. What's that? X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3 xyz. I hope all the students who are listening to this video are also practicing. Maths, the more practice you do, the more master you become. So do a lot of practice. Keep writing with me. Minus 3xyz is also equal to, students, x plus y plus z into, see here, with bracket, x plus y plus z whole square minus 3xy plus yz plus zx. Right? Possible. Remember this formula also. How to remember? Again, do the square of this, you already know, and then multiply 3 with the minus sign with all these three terms, you'll end up getting the same thing. But then this formula is more used, you know. So very, very important. These are the tools, this is the arms and ammunitions you have in case you want to enter into the battle of factorization of polynomials. And the last formula, students, is which I've collected after some efforts: x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx, right, is equal to 1 by 2 into x minus y whole square. It's a very strange formula. Plus y minus z whole square. So I think you can guess what will come next. Maths is all about pattern. So it will be now z minus x whole square. So students, let's see, we do this sum. Like, just by looking at this, we can make it a guess that this is a formula: x squared minus y squared. You can write this also: a squared minus b squared. So only thing is we have to get these two terms in this shape. So little bit of brain exercise will tell you it's 2 square into x square, and this is 1 by 3 square into y square, right? So I can write it like 2x square minus 1 by 3y whole square, because once you open you'll get the same thing. So it will be 2x plus 1 by 3y into 2x minus 1 by 3y. We still have another question, students. Now this question, when you see, so you'll obviously remember this identity, what, 3 terms, because these are squares of 3 terms. So obviously this is basically the identity a plus b plus c, or x plus y plus z. Write it anyway. This is square Square would be equal to
Yes, sir.
plus b square plus c square. Am I right? Plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. But what he has done here, you see this square plus this square plus this square, and then you have minus 20xy minus 12yz plus 30zx. So how will you rewrite this expression? First you will get 25x square, you can write always as, obviously you can rewrite this as 5x whole square. Right students? Now how will you write 4y square students? Right,
2y whole square.
that's good. How will you write 9z square? 3z,
3z whole square.
right? Very good. So 2z whole square. And now you can go for minus 2 into, this is your first term, second term, and third term. Minus 2 into 5x into 2y. Similarly, minus 2 into now a into b. Okay, and then comes b into c. So it's like 2y into 3z minus 2 into 3z into 5x. Am I right, students? So now you see here, if I write like this, there are questions that you might say, sir, ये देखो, पहली बात तो यहाँ पर सारे प्लस 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 हैं, मगर यहाँ पर तो फिर माइनस 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 आ जाएंगे. So we have to apply our brain that what changes we can do. Can anyone suggest? कि तुम क्या change करें? So basically, you see students, if you change 4y square is here. 4y square can be written as 2y whole square. It can also be written as minus 2y whole square, right? So you would rewrite this as 5x square plus, instead of 2y you write minus 2y whole square. Why? Because you see here it's minus 20xy, right? So ये कैसे आया होगा? So actually तो फॉर्मूले में 2 है, 2 into a. अब b आपका नेगेटिव है, b is minus 2y. तो b जब नेगेटिव है तो होल चीज नेगेटिव होगी. सिमिलरली दूसरे में क्या है? 2ab यहाँ पर है, 2bc. अब b नेगेटिव है तो ऑब्वियसली यहाँ नेगेटिव आ गया. अब यहाँ से एक और बात भी श्योर हो रही है कि सी टर्म पॉजिटिव भी होनी चाहिए, विच इज देयर 3z. एंड देन आप देखो कि zx, क्योंकि दोनों पॉजिटिव है, कौन कौन सी 3z और 5x, तो अपनी सारी चीज सेटिस्फाई हो गई. Am I right, students? So you'll write it like 5x whole square plus minus 2y whole square plus 3z whole square. Am I right? Now, अब ये written like this. I've done one mistake here. Here I should have written plus. I'm sorry. Now, students, you can exactly write this in form of your this formula. The formula. This formula. A plus B. Your B is minus 2y. C is equal to, sorry, not equal to. You will write a plus b plus c whole square, like this whole square, is equal to what? You will write plus 2 into first term, 5x into second term, minus 2y. Plus 2 into second term minus 2y into first term, sorry, third term is what? 3z plus 2 into third term. This is 2za, right? It should be 2za. So your z is 3z and your a is 5x. So when you write like this, you'll see, yeah, you're getting exactly same thing. So this is equal to 5x plus minus 2y, or you can simply write minus 2y plus 3z whole square. This is the answer. So this is a tricky sum. You can do a similar sum like this. You can practice like a x cubed by 8 minus 64 minus 3x square plus 24x. So you could practice. This is the same line. So students, see the sum x cubed by 8 minus 64 minus 3x square plus 24x. So you do a lot of sums and then you get practice of which identity will be fixed in this. So basically from these two terms we can guess that this is a cube minus b cube, right? So this could be, you know, because second term doesn't have x. So obviously we can make a guess that yes, second term is a constant term. So 3x squared and then this is 24x. So basically it is this identity. How do we do it? So this thing can be written as x by 2 whole cube minus 4 cube, right? Minus 3 into a. So our a is x by 2 and what is our b? Focus here. What is your b, students? That is 4 into x minus a, x minus this, sorry, a minus b. A is x by 2 and your b is 4. So once you write like this and then you have to confirm that whether these two are being equal, ये पहले दो terms तो equal आ गए. Minus, you see this is 2, 3 to the, well this is 2, so it will be 3 minus 3ab into, so it will be 3, so it will be basically 6x and minus 6x. So minus 6x into x by 2 minus 6x into x by 2 when you do, so you are getting the same thing, minus 3x square. Wow, first is done. And then it is minus 6x into minus 4. And that is going to be exactly the last term, 24x. So we know this is a minus b cube. We're sure. So what is a? A is x by 2. And what is b? B is 4. So, so we have factorized it. How? So it's x by 2 minus 4 into x by 2 minus 4 into x by 2 minus 4. Yes, students. Now he says this is the expression, and this expression, he can also say factorize this expression. Now, this is one way of saying this. And we know from our knowledge, the degree of this polynomial is 3. It will have 3 factors. Other way of saying this question is this is the volume of a cuboid. If it is a cuboid, it will have length, breadth, height. So length, some expression in x or y and k, b and height. When you multiply all these three, length, breadth, height, you're getting this expression. So in both the ways you can ask this. Either factorize this, 3 factors from this power, or you can say this is the volume of a cuboid. So cuboid will have length, breadth, height. So basically he can ask, find out the dimensions of the cuboid. Dimensions. By dimensions is asking length, breadth and height. So guys, how will you do it? This expression, you see what is common. You just see what is common in all the 3 terms. So common in all the 3 terms is
By
No, it's 3ky. Take everything common. Everything. Every गन सारा निकालो. So that simple आपके पास equation आ जाए. बताओ यहाँ पर क्या आएगा बच्चों? You get
12x square.
x square. बिल्कुल ठीक है. Minus 7xy
X.
y square. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Now, ये बड़ा मतलब it's a very interesting question, students. Now, you see, when you wanted to find out the cube, when you cube the दो टर्म्स का क्यूब किया था, तो उसमें कितनी टर्म्स आई थी? बट इसमें ध्यान से देखो, इसमें 3 टर्म्स हैं, हमें 4 टर्म्स चाहिए. So intuitively, you know, this can be equal to 3 up middle term splitting type, मतलब वो वाला concept लगा सकते हो यहाँ पर.
Yes.
You can write it like 12x square minus what? 4.
3xy.
You can write like this also. Yes, you can write like this also. Minus 4xy
Minus 3xy.
y plus y square. Right? Once you've written this, so you can easily do this. 3ky into, it will be 4x minus y into 3x minus y. So this is the dimensions of the cube. This is the length, this is the breadth, and this is the height. Thank you very much, students. If you like this video, it had some jam-packed sums.